This was one of our 18 listening tour stops in Oklahoma, and the idea behind the listening tour stops is to basically go out to the communities so you can understand from citizens what their current situation is and their broadband connectivity.
It's important for Oklahomans to come to the listening tours because it provides them not only an opportunity to learn about what the Oklahoma Broadband Office is doing, but it also provides an opportunity for them to actually tell us what they want and what their goals are for their community as we begin deploying internet access.
Oklahoma has 5 geographical areas. When you look here in southeast Oklahoma, forestry is a big industry along with cattle. We're going to see that these communities here, they're wound a little different than say out in western Oklahoma where that's prairie land, and oil is a big deal out west. It could be here. Wind power is a big thing out west. You have to go into those communities to see what their needs are.
There are tribal nations that are in all different kinds of positions. Some want to be ISPs, some are ISPs already, and everyone wants these tribal members to be serviced in some way, shape, or form. And so we have the opportunity and the privilege, honestly, to go to these tribes and ask them, what do you want? How can we help you? How can we be an asset for you as a state?
I know when we put up their list of concerns, many of them have no internet. They have very slow or inadequate internet.
We are getting a lot of input from not only people who live in these communities, but also the ISPs who service the communities. I think the most interesting component that we have seen is the affordability component has been the biggest concern at these listening tour stops that we've been on so far. This information that we are gathering, we are going to put it into our 5-year plan that we are submitting to NTIA later this summer.
It's all about the unserved and the underserved locations in your state, and that's how you're going to get your funding. But the plan describes those unserved and underserved locations. So you do need a good plan that accurately depicts the situation or the high-speed internet situation that your state is in.
The map is misleading because the service provider's not necessarily on purpose. The speeds aren't correct. The coverage isn't correct. In my case, where I live at, there in rural Okmulgee County, I pulled up and I had 8 providers that could provide me internet service, and one of those providers didn't have a satellite one in the sky. But he was counting on it, or that company was counting on it later on. So the maps aren't as clear-cut as many would have hoped they would have been. I think for us, it's making sure that we can meet their needs if we can bring the broadband in, and just as important, will people use the broadband if it is brought into the rural areas?
Really, in Oklahoma and any other state, is to get the people who have zero connectivity connected. So that's really the bottom line, and that is the goal, to make sure that everyone has the opportunity. There will always be people that don't want to be connected for some reason, and that's okay, but you want to afford them the opportunity to be connected and not let them sit out there without a choice.
We're going to make a lasting impact on the state of Oklahoma, and I really hope that we are able to reach all 830,000 Oklahomans who do not have broadband access right now. And I'm really looking forward to continuing to see this grow and flourish, and for not only the broadband office to see this as a success, but also the entire state.
You can't be passive on this. You're going to have to contact the service providers, tell them you're interested, contact municipality leaders, contact anyone that could possibly be a provider, whether it be the tribe or a telephone company or electric rural co-op, and say, hey, we want to be a part of this, and convince them that if they go after the grants, that you are going to subscribe to it and support that endeavor.